that some more. Now pull out them Vickies, you can lay them on the floor. Got a whole bunch of sticky, and that granddaddy perk. Take the keys to this Bentley, let your head down and twerk. Go ahead and go shopping, just give me something too. And I really show out, but I really want you. I see that look in your eyes, since I've been away. It's been hard to take, yeah girl, it's written on your face. Making cheese, got it to the globe. No, I hate to leave, but I gotta go. In this bag, you're my precious princess, so all these presents get wrapped. As long as when I get back, you
touch me like you love me. You know that I want you to. Kiss me like you miss me. I've been gone for so long, can't wait to get my hands on you. Kiss me like you miss me. And girl, when you turn up, me be who you turn up for. Kiss me like you miss me. Now you got me right here, you ain't gotta wait no more. Kiss me like you miss me.
Now let's go red bottom shopping. Christian Louboutin, yeah, no, that's not a problem. You can get what you want, ain't no planning on stopping. It's me.
We about to go to GCI, you know, the radio station, before we go to the club, you know? About to go turn it up here a little bit on the countdown.
Fire burner, pretty face, skinny waist with the low hair. Spin the globe, pick a place, we can go there. Oh yeah, talk about vacation. This for all them days when you were waiting patient. Mwah, kiss me like you mean it. If you're listening while you're dreaming, you can hear Bobby be singing that.
Touch me like you love me. You know that I want you to. Kiss me like you miss me.
Benzino's in the building. How about we do this, man? You want to holler at him? 312-591-1075. You can call in. Also on that Twitter, you want to tweet him something? You can holler at him.
I am Benzino.
Glad to have you here. First, let's let the people know why you're in the city. Cause I know you're stepping out tonight. You're gonna do a couple things. So let's get to that first. Where you at?
Yeah, shout out to Mike D. You know what I'm saying? Brought me up in here. We're gonna be at Club E tonight.
Migs, you gonna hang out for a second with me, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, GCI, baby.
I'm on my grown man shit tonight, like I'm just on some new shit. So ladies, if you're tired of the same old shit.
So right now it's like, you know what I'm saying, that Atlanta, and now, you know, even Chicago, because I'm listening to Katie Benz, and yeah, and even Chicago kind of like is introducing the style like
Chicago does it?
A lot of niggas is doing it. A lot of niggas is doing that shit. You feel me?
But I think that's when you to bring that point with Chicago being with Keith. Brought to the forefront.
Anything we wanna do, have you looking at me like, boy, what the fuck is wrong with you? She lost her panties, I said I can buy another set. She said you lost your mind, I said I think they were your panties. And she laughed and said, but these is from Vicky's Secret.
And grew up is that they seen a young kid with all his boys with him. You know, nobody was bigger than the other, and it was all together. People like to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they like to see Goodfellas. They like to see, you like people that like Rambo and all the Clint Eastwood, one guy. But most people, they like to see groups of, because they like to see that loyalty, like, because they want that loyalty in their clique. You know what I'm saying? It's a psychological thing. You want to be, and not only that, so somebody can relate with somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Not everybody's going to be the leader, so you might have a couple of them that can relate to it. Like NWA, like, okay, motherfuckers love Ice Cube, but there's a lot of motherfuckers that fuck with Ren. You know what I'm saying? Like,
over and over again.
Tonight I'm on some other shit. That fuck your baby mother shit. And I am higher than the mothership. Roll it up, light it, then I pass it to my other bitch. You pass it to my other bitch. She bad as a mother.
But you doing a good job at between, you know, now you got the music coming out again, and then with the TV thing.
Yeah, Love&Hip-Hop.
Oh man,
start shooting season 3 in like 2 weeks.
Like it just that quick.
You know what? From the last season, we had like a 5-month kind of break. This season's just 2 months. They're like, man, y'all got to get back in there. The show's so successful. They just want to hurry up and get back in there. I think they actually got about 6 more cast members also. So it's gonna be the same cast plus another 6 more. So it's gonna be crazy.
How long are you gonna continue doing that thing? Just
me and Sleeves are gonna do something together.
Is that kind of like a spinoff? Is that doing something like that?
Yeah, you know, me and Sleeves will do a spinoff, man. That's my brother, man. And it's crazy, you know, like we got a hell of a chemistry. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people were asking about it and stuff. So, you know, we're gonna give them that. But you know, the Love&Hip-Hop, that's gonna be, you know, that's home. So, you know, we're always gonna be down with Love&Hip-Hop.
That's what I be on, boy.
Come talking their regs and out into discussion. Ninjas popping mollies, no that's not me. But you know what I'm on when I roll down your street. Puerto Rican cat that stays.
Is there anything that you have left for you?
You know, at first it was kind of hard because, you know, I kind of came on, you know, I was dating Carly off camera. And then that's when I got the call from Mona, like, what's up, you're gonna date the cast, you gotta get on the show. At first I was a little apprehensive. I'm like, I don't know.
Because I know, you know, your background, you from the street, like, you know, yeah, OG ways, and you don't put your business out there.
It's a little hard, but you know what, I just said, man, at this time, I ain't got no cases or nothing.
right.
I ain't on parole or probation, so, you know, why not? You know, and a lot of people don't understand, you know, Stevie is an incredible producer. I think that's what kind of gets lost in Love and Hip Hop, and hopefully this season we can really see him shine.
That blunt smell like, man, this blunt smell fire. With that B-roll like, man, this B-roll tie. Is that kush inside? You know your boy stay high. Ain't nothing that a nigga ever setting on fire. But that loud, that's what I be on, boy. Loud, team smell is strong, boy. Loud.
He plays all instruments, piano, guitar, bass. He programs music. I mean, he's just an incredible producer, man. You know, another humble cat. He's worked with a lot of great guys, and you know what I'm saying? I think this season, I think you'll see that. Now that Miss Jocelyn, you know what I'm saying, they done, you know, tied the knot, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, you know, he finally chose his love, you know what I'm saying? And that's not to down Mimi, because she's always going to be in his life because they have a beautiful daughter. But it's like, I think now, since that whole triangle now is kind of set now, I think now people will see the real Stevie J and what, you know, he has to offer as far as the production side. Right.
So they pop out. Pop out. Pop out. Pop out. I'm flexing when I pop out. Pop out. Tell them bitches pop out. Catch ya out lacking, we gon' pop out.
That's what's up, man. Benzino's in the building. You want to show him some love? Follow him on that Twitter right now. Let them know where they can follow you, bro.
Yeah, I am Benzino. Yo, and I want to say, man, like, Chicago's doing this thing with all the artists, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Keith, you know, Dirk, man, Reese, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, I hearing about, you know, King Louie and you know, Katie Benz. They just let me hear one of her joints. Pop out, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot going on up here, man, for real. And it's like, man, you know, like, that's really good for the, you know, that's really good for the, you know, for the shots. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shout out to Chop too. You know what I'm saying? Out here, man. I remember when he was in Atlanta, him and his pop. We had to do some work with them in the studio, so definitely shout out to Young Chop on the beat.
Just looking from the outside in, the Chicago music scene with Keith and Dirk and Reese and all these guys and things that live, man. What could you offer just to the general, you know, everybody listening that's in the music scene here to really help continue the, you know, artists to grow here and for the music scene to grow? I
mean, it's really important for Chicago to support Chicago. You know, it starts there, you know what I'm saying? Because when the rest of the world sees a city supporting their own, then it tends that they want to support, you know what I'm saying? So as long as Chicago, radio, DJs, clubs support the artists.
We gon' pop out.
Gucci, Louis, Prada when I pop out. Mismatching designer and it's not out. Bitch, I'm smoking dope and sipping knockout. D12 nut, then I knock out. I be round.
So, you know, a lot of swag and a lot of style that Chicago's bringing, I'm hearing other rappers from around the country pick up on. So that's when you know, Chicago's arrived, you know what I'm saying? It just ain't Kanye. I mean, Chicago's had a long history, you know, Common, Kanye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Twister. I mean, you know, we can go on and on. You know?
But those have always been like sporadic in terms of like
one conflict.
Right, yeah. I mean, they were like,
die, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, legends. All legends.
Come on, man. You know, all legends. So, you know, but it's like this young sound. And, you know, we were just talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Like these young producers, man. And the beats are so big and they're driving and the tempo is like real to where it's at, you know, you go to strip clubs and the clubs in general and everybody's like reacting to it. So I just think as long as Chicago stay repping Chicago, man, it's just gonna get bigger. Yeah, man, like shit, Chicago, man, they making their mark. They're making their mark.
Man, we got a new song that we're gonna get into that you sent us. I know Jamal Small's got over there. It's called Another Planet.
Yeah. Produced by Sunny Digital, you know, hot upcoming producer down in Atlanta. You know, he's like part of that whole Metro Boomin. You know, Metro Boomin just did the karate chop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm stepping on that money, kicking change on the floor. Benzino ain't no dummy, keep that thing up for sure. Hey niggas acting funny, I'ma bang, let it go. Pretty Puerto Ricans and Brazilians in my lap. Mini Mac 11 automatic in my lap. In that new Ferrari, brush some ashes off my lap. No, I'm still the source, I put niggas on the map. Niggas wanna hate, but I don't really care. Won't say it to my face, so I don't really care. Cause all my bitches love me, I don't really care. They call me Super Bands, money flying through the air. They say my money from another planet. She said she love me, I don't understand it. They say my diamonds from another planet. She said she need me, I don't understand it. They say my money from another planet. She said she love me, I don't understand it. They say my whips from another planet. She said she need me, I don't understand it. She got me looking at that thing on the low. Sipping on Ciroc, she be sipping on below. Working for that dough, got her swinging on that pole. And when she lay it down, I throw it up and let it go. And I'ma do it big like my name was The Rock. And when I was a kid, used to slang on the rocks. And no more drinking gin, only Henny on the rock. They thought it was the end, now a nigga back on top. Niggas wanna hate, but I don't really care. Won't say it to my face, so I don't really care. Cause all my bitches love me, I don't really care.
Yeah, you go to iTunes and download it. We just did the video, song World Star. You know, we got a real good look on World Star. And just trying to stay, relevant, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, I came from the projects in Boston, man, so, I'm a hustler, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, it's like, there's always a new day for me.
I don't understand it. They say my whips from another planet. She said she need me, I don't understand it.
Follow on Twitter and
just want to shout out a few people.
Come on, let's do the shots.
Let's go, man. Shout out to Ken Hang, the driver, you know what I'm saying? Superstar Shots, Camera Crew, Doja Man, Mike, LIONZ, make this happen, Michelle, you know what I'm saying? King Louie, you know what I mean? We're going to be at KOD's tomorrow. We're going to be at Club E tonight. Jodo, the promoter. Mike D, what up? Bam, what up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Young Will, and everybody else, man. Shout out to Chirac. I'm here.
Won't say it to my face, so I don't really care. Cause all my bitches love me,